Welcome to Threadheads, your weekly DIY fashion haven.
Last week on the forums, while surfing around, we found this knitting question posted by Indoor Life. Okay, so I used to know the very basics of knitting, but forgot. I'd love to see a knitting basics video from Robin Corinne, and I need it fast. I'm going to be an aunt in a few months, and I want to knit a little something special for the new baby in the family.
No problem, Indoor Life. I'm going to show you some basic knitting techniques that I learned when I was 10 years old. First, pick out your needles. The bigger the needle, the bigger the stitch. For this scarf, I used a size 11 needle, so that's what we're going to use for the demo. Next, pick out your yarn. I usually like getting it from old sweaters or blankets, but I got this as a gift, so we might as well use it. Now that we have our yarn and needles all picked out, the first step is casting on. Find the end of your yarn and pull it out so you have a little bit of a tail. Make a slip knot by crossing the yarn over your finger like so, and pulling the tail through to create a loop. Put one of your needles through the loop and pull on the tail to tighten, but don't pull too tight. Now watch closely. Hold the thread like this and use your index finger to create more loops. The amount of loops you make will determine the width of your piece. Keep in mind that you really won't see how wide it is until you've knitted your first row. Okay, now you're ready to do the first row. This row's the hardest, so take it slow and keep it loose. Put your other needle through the first loop, making an X. Now take your yarn and pull it down through the middle of the X. Then use the second needle to pull the yarn through the loop and off the first needle. Watch again. X, down the middle, through, and off. Repeat these steps until you reach the end of the row. Now make many more rows until you've reached your desired length. To cast off or end the piece, do 2 stitches, then pull the second loop through the first so you have 1 loop on your needle. Make another stitch, so again there's 2 loops on the needle. Pull the second loop through the first, and repeat this process till you've reached the end, making sure to keep it very loose. At the end, pull that last loop through so it becomes very big, and cut the yarn here. Then pull it all the way through and pull tight. And there you have it!
If you want a full download on modern knitting, make sure you check out the recently released book Knit by Sabrina Gschwandtner. It profiles a wide array of innovative knitting artists like Kat Mazza, who developed Knit Pro, a program where you can upload any JPEG for free and turn it into a knitting pattern. And then there's Knit Please, the Houston-based knit graffiti crew that bomb their streets with knitted cozies for things like telephone poles and car antennas. And if that wasn't enough, each featured artist shares a pattern for one of their sweet designs. Want to learn how to knit a 14-foot tall teddy bear? Then this book's for you.
Hey Threadheads, I'm Victoria Tillotson, the Metal Chick. Hard rock and heavy metals. Check out new episodes every Monday at metalchick.com.
Threadheads, hello Threadheads. This is a dedicated moment to Threadheads and how they have taught me how to make my own shirts. Punk rock tie-dye. And then I cut out a little hippie stencil.
You're gonna call me at the end of school?
I did this today, okay? This is another shirt I made.
Last week, the online clothing company Threadless, known for their interactive and creative t-shirt line, opened its doors to its first store in its hometown of Chicago. The store acts as 1 part art gallery, 1 part store, and features new t-shirts and window art every week by new artists. This is one of my favorites, for all those pretentious music nerds. And if you're wondering what to do with last season's old Heelys, there's still hope for them. This idea was spotted over on Engadget, created by Christian Croft, who converted his pair to generate a small GPS unit. Inside the shoe, the wheel's plugged into a mini generator that charges a set of batteries that runs the personal tracking device. And over at Etsy.com, the all things handmade emporium, they just launched their newest newscast, The Stork.
Hello and welcome to the Stork Newscast, brought to you by Etsy.
Make sure you check out Etsy.com/stork for the full show.
And as always, this week on the forum, rocked. Altsapop posted her latest creation, the zipper collar. Very avant-garde. Zombied made a super cute t-shirt skirt using the Generation T book. Then we have Arrow, who reconstructed these great shirts. And Cosmic Squirrel posted a toot teaching how to make a fantabulous hoodie using a really neat technique. Speaking of tutorials, I got an email from Jean Haas, who's offering a free online video class for how to true a hem. So head over to designfashiononline.com and sign up.
So if you didn't hear already, the good folks over at Rachel Ray decided to extend voting one more week on the website due to last week's technical difficulties. So if you got any more clicking power left in you, head over and vote.
And next week, Threadheads is going to San Francisco for Thread, a cutting-edge independent fashion event. So if you're in the area, come by and say hi.
Also check out this week's Fashion Enemy with Andrew Hansen. You won't want to miss it.
Till next week.
Around my neck. The sun shines